You know him as Eddie Munson from Stranger Things. Eric in A Quiet Place. One of the twin emperors in Gladiator 2. And this July, you'll know him as Johnny Storm. Let's bring out Joseph Quinn.
What's going on?
Joseph, thank you so much for finishing strong with us here at Orlando MEGACON.
God, it's loads here. Hello.
Let me hear you if you've met Joseph over the course of this week and got a picture. All right, we have a lot of questions to get through, so we're going to start it off now. Stranger Things. Working on Stranger Things meant diving into the iconic 1980s atmosphere with a mix of nostalgia and horror. Can you share any memorable moments on set that really helped you understand the character's place in the world?
Yes. That's a good question. Would you ask me again?
Working on Stranger Things meant diving into the iconic 1980s atmosphere with a mix of nostalgia and horror.
It did.
Can you share any memorable moments from set that really helped you understand your character's place in the world?
Memorable moments. I suppose Eddie's intro, his first scene, where he's quite, thank you. You watched it? Where he is quite loudly declaring who he is in quite an arrogant way. I think that was quite a revealing thing as to quite a misunderstood young man, I suppose. Yeah, I guess that one.
Your character, while short-lived, had a huge impact on the fans and the world of Stranger Things. What's one thing you think Eddie did that won everyone over?
I don't know.
I
I suppose sacrifice is pretty brave, isn't it? Where he looks after Dustin, puts his life on the line. That's pretty.
Now, one thing I love about MEGACON was meeting a lot of you fans over the course of the weekend, and I was outside talking to a couple of them, and they had this question specifically for you. So, Erica, Jesse, Emily, where you guys at? There they are.
What's going on, gang? Hey, hello.
They wanted to know, you learned to play the guitar for Eddie's epic Master of Puppets scene. Do you still play, and what's your go-to song now? And what was it like getting to play Metallica, which is iconic?
I do still play now, and it was great fun playing that tune. It's hard. Had to learn that. It took a few months. I remember getting an email from the Duffer Brothers during the COVID hiatus. Remember that? Yeah. And they was asking me, like, can you play guitar? And I said, yeah. And then I didn't hear anything back from them until I got this scene, this episode, this incredible scene. And I was like, okay, I don't know if I can play that. But I got to work on it, and that was great fun. And yeah, I still do play. I haven't played for years because I've been gathering dust. So it was a lovely excuse to kind of get back on the horse, as it were. And yeah, I just noodle around on it now.
That's awesome. Now, it seems Dustin's upholding his promise he made to Eddie. In your eyes, if Eddie made it out of the fight, where would he be now?
Where would he be now? He'd be playing D&D somewhere. Maybe with Chrissy. Yeah, that's where he would be.
Your character is so relatable to so many people that feel like an outsider. Can you talk about playing a character that's an outsider and misunderstood and getting into Eddie's mindset?
Well, I think I could just relate to that feeling, I guess. I think we can all feel at times on the periphery of whatever's going on. And I think, yeah, as a teenager, I didn't really necessarily feel that cool. I don't know if that's true or not, but yeah, I think it was just adolescence. It's just rough, isn't it? It's challenging. It's hormonal. It's so it's reminding myself of that headspace of there being a lot of life ahead of you, having to make decisions about what you want to do, and people growing at different points, and it's just a confusing time. So yeah, inner Eddie was kind of younger Joey.
What do you think you learned about yourself through playing the role of Eddie?
I learned a lot. I think you learn. What did I learn about myself? Well, it was the first time I've been away for that long on a job, so I learned that I could do that, and that was encouraging. I learned that the company that I was keeping were obviously incredibly talented, but immensely welcoming. So I learned to be. What did I learn about that? I was encouraged and inspired by the kindness of those people, really. And so I learned that people are nice on the whole. Yeah.
Now, Dungeons and Dragons plays a huge part, or a huge plot point in the story of Stranger Things. You ever played Dungeons and Dragons at all?
Once. Yeah. Loved it. Yeah.
Let's talk about A Quiet Place real quick. You good for that? Now, in A Quiet Place, day one, silence became a powerful narrative tool in the story. Can you talk about adapting your performance to communicate your characters' inner turmoil and fear without relying heavily on dialogue?
Well, I think it was quite emblematic of my own internal dialogue being in that film. I was very nervous, and myself and Lupita, I remember seeing her, Lupita Nyong'o. Extraordinary Lupita Nyong'o. I've been a fan of hers for so many years, and so the prospect of collaborating so closely, as you said, with my dialogue with her was such a treat and an exciting prospect as an actor. And so I was very excited about that, and I guess we were both kind of figuring it out as we went along, just like how much scared is too scared, and trying to communicate with each other. But the thing is, thankfully, with this acting monarchy, it's about so much of it is you're thrown into a situation with someone that you don't know, or like more often than not you don't know them, and it's incredibly vulnerable. Like you kind of have to cut through all of the bravado or ego or whatever we have to kind of be alive in the world and try and make something. And so doing that with her was an amazing experience. And so I think we got away with it, I think, which is good. Yeah.
Now, your character, Eric, survives at the end of A Quiet Place day one. What do you think happened to Eric? And was the fate of the character ever discussed during pre-production?
I said I've got to stop dying. So please don't kill me. And they said, we kind of want to kill you. They didn't say that. No, it's left very much unanswered. And I think, who knows, maybe we'll find out.
Actually, leads me to my next question. A Quiet Place 3 is in the works, at least we hear rumors about it.
Day 2.
Day 2? Would you want to return to that one?
I loved that world, yeah. I was so grateful for John letting me come on board and collaborating with the brilliant Michael Sanofsky. That was amazing. I think he did such a brilliant job taking on the mantle of that franchise and doing something very interesting with it. And not to say that the previous two films weren't very interesting and brilliant, but you had to follow that up with something. And I think that there was so much of his sensitivity and his writing is just so, in the few words that we do say, there's such weight in it. So, who knows what will happen. Yeah.
You're a fantastic actor, whether it be on practical sets, whether it be the CGI behind you. But both Stranger Things and Fantastic Four feature extensive use of CG effects. How do you adjust your performance on scenes with heavily reliant digital effects? And what do you find most exciting about working with the newest technology in those environments?
I think the industry is constantly adapting, and what we're able to communicate through these incredible engineers is developing, and it's so exciting. I find the best way to adapt to that world is a wig. That seems to help me out, gets me out of trouble. It's something to look at, so that you're not looking at the funny faces that I'm pulling. Yeah, wigs.
This past summer, you were in Gladiator 2. The first Gladiator was the first ever DVD I owned, so having Gladiator 2 come out was absolutely amazing. You and Ridley Scott came back to direct, and he's a legend. Can you talk about working with Ridley?
Working with Ridley is an experience. He is, as you say, a legend. To make one masterpiece in this game, pretty amazing. He's got like 5, and so you're aware that you're working with this force, this creative force. He's constantly storyboarding as he works. He's a very visual director, and so obviously, like Gladiator for me was an amazing, formative experience watching it with my dad, and the prospect of revisiting that world was kind of beyond anything I could have imagined, and also just the company as well. Paul Mescal. It's so brave in it, and I think to carry that, it was an extraordinary amount of pressure, and an amount of pressure that he could hold so deftly and bravely. There was such bravery in his performance and his commitment, and so he really set the tone. Not to mention Denzel Washington's there. And so watching those two work together and independently, and kind of seeing this world come back to life with these new characters and some old, with Connie Nielsen coming back and Derek Jacobi, it was, and yeah, it was some wonderful people. Because of Pedro Pascal, and a brilliant Fred Heckinger. So it was truly one of those experiences that felt like this isn't going to happen again in any hurry. It felt like old Hollywood. All the sets were built there in front of you, and it was like I made sure to get my family out there just to witness it, you know. And then within that, to see Ridley marshal all of these enormous moving pieces was still, I think, I mean, I've had some pretty amazing experiences, I can't lie, but that one was, it's going to be hard to top that, you know.
You know, I was fortunate enough to do the junket for Gladiator 2. I spoke to Denzel Washington, and he said that walking on those sets felt like stepping in a time machine because everything was real and practical. Can you talk about those sets that you got to witness?
I mean, it literally, he built ancient Rome. You might think that's funny, but he did. It's not a joke. It was, I remember, like, I walked onto the Colosseum my first day with Fred. We were looking around, it's full of extras. It's like Romino over there, it's, you know, it's just this, it was a complete, yeah, it's like when, in what other business do you go somewhere and that happens? It was so exciting. That's the thing, it was just extremely exciting and intimidating, obviously.
Now, I gotta ask, can you share any stories about working with Denzel on set, because you do share the screen?
Well, yeah, chop my head off. That was an amazing day of work.
Fantastic. Look, you recently worked on a film called Warfare with Alex Garland and Ray Mendoza. I spoke to Ray Mendoza during Civil War, and that dude is an incredible cinematographer. He knows what to do with the camera. Can you share your experience on that film and what fans can expect from that film?
I can, yeah. I don't know how much I can share, but I will share as much as I think I can. It was like Gladiator in a way, but in a different flavour. It was a strange brief in the fact that Alex Garland, who is an auteur and I've admired his work for so many years, he wanted to co-direct this film with with Ray Mendoza, who was an ex-Navy SEAL serviceman, and to recreate something that has happened in Ray's life anecdotally and totally truthfully. So that was a very interesting prospect from a filming perspective, because a lot of time there's execs, there's producers trying to kind of dabble with the narrative a little bit, but that was sacrosanct. No one was going anywhere near that. That was preserved. Like, it was only going to come from Ray or any of the other SEALs that were there on that day. The making of it was beautiful. There's incredible actors in it. Will Poulter, Charles Melton, Kit Connor, Phil Bennett, Cosmo Jarvis, Taylor John Smith, some incredible DeFerro Munatai, gonna have to do all of them. I know, I'm gonna miss some names, but yeah, we had 3 weeks of boot camp, and then we shot it in 5 weeks, and it was an incredible experience. I've actually seen it, so I can't say too much, but it's quite something. I'm incredibly proud to be a part of it.
Oh, I can't wait for that. That sounds incredible. Let's hear that. You're re-teaming with Pedro in a little movie. Talk to me about going from adversary to brother-in-law, and just the working relationship you two cultivated over the course of the time.
Flame on, yeah. Flame on, Pedro, flame on. Yeah, he's a wonderful man. It's a lovely thing when you get to collaborate with someone again in this thing. It's nice. You go into things and you're familiar with someone, and he's a very funny, talented, brilliant man. We had a great time making that film, and the one before. So it's and yeah, we've got, well, it's gonna reveal a spoiler there. Yeah, I mean, getting to spend a day with Pedro is a wonderful way to spend a day, so I'm very lucky.
Incredible. The trailer for the Fantastic, or not the trailer, the teaser for the Fantastic Four dropped on Tuesday. I'm not going to get you in trouble and ask anything that's going to get me in trouble, but I do want to ask, what are you excited that fans can explore with this version of the Fantastic Four?
The dynamic, really, the family dynamic. It's Marvel's first family. They really want to get it right, and I think the cast that they've assembled for it, not only are brilliant people, but really choice actors. Vanessa Kirby, I've been admiring her for so many years. We've had so many mutual friends, but I never really properly met, and I'm so excited to kind of, be her little brother. It's great. And Evan Mossback, he's a legend. He's such a brilliant actor and has done such detailed, amazing stuff with Ben Grimm and Pedro. I love him. So it was such. I think the thing that we were really focusing on was trying to establish this dysfunctional, caring, loving family, and I hope that fans see that and feel that in the film.
Yeah, let's hear it. San Diego Comic-Con, we had a big announcement that Robert Downey Jr. was going to be returning to the MCU.
What?
As Dr. I just wanted to ask what your reaction to that news was when you heard about it.
Yeah, I was there. It was, the ceiling blew off. There's this one guy I remember just kind of, I don't know if I should tell the story, but he was so excited because the casting for Doom has been such a mysterious thing for so many years. And the Russo brothers were getting ready, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. We're about to announce Doom. This guy in the back was like, Doom. It's gonna happen. We're about to show Doom. He's like, Doom. And then all these masks come out. He walks to the front of the thing, and the mask came off. Bear in mind, there was 3,000 people in that audience. I could hear his voice. And it was so. The thing is, it's just the love for that franchise is so felt, and so he was incredible as Iron Man, and what he's going to do with this, I have no doubt, will be equally as brilliant. So exciting times.
Now, there's a rumor that one of your Stranger Things alum alumni, Sadie Sink, is in the running for Jean Grey from the X-Men. Just out of curiosity, if you were to fan cast some of your Stranger Things co-stars in the MCU, do you have any characters you'd like to see them as?
Like that one. Should be brilliant.
She'd be great, right?
Yeah, it should be brilliant. Charlie Heaton for Wolverine. Right now, he's scrappy. And northern. Those two I think would be great. There's some others, but they'll come to me.
I love it. Let me ask you this. There is a rumor about you being cast in the new Beatles movie. I'm not going to ask if you're in the movie, but what I am going to ask is, who is your favorite Beatle?
My favorite, I don't know what you're talking about. I like all of the Beatles. Whoever does that's going to have a great time.
Look, you've played so many iconic roles in such a short span of time. Do you have one that stands out as being your favorite?
I suppose there's two answers to that. There's something about the role that you're playing, but also the time in your life when you're playing it and the people who you're playing the role alongside. So I think it's hard to pick. I think I had a fantastic time I've been so lucky. I've had some amazing experiences over the last 3 years and worked with some brilliant people, and they are all of the roles are close to my heart in different ways. So this is a very long-winded non-answer. It's all of them for different reasons. Yeah.
It's a great answer. It's a fantastic answer. Matt Shadman is an incredible director. Absolutely. I think when I saw that he was announced for Fantastic Four after watching WandaVision, I was like, yep, they got the right guy. Can you talk about working with him as a director?
He's a very singular vision for the film, and that sentiment of family is very important to him, and he really wanted to preserve that. And to give it this kind of 60s retro future kind of flavour, I think it was a really choice move. He handled it brilliantly, and he was fun. He's funny, he comes from the theatre world, and he did Always Sunny in Philadelphia, and so kind of understood that family dynamic. He understood that family dynamic that was so crucial to the success of that show. So yeah, I agree with you. I think he was the perfect man for it, and working with him. Well, also he gave me the job, so that's nice. Oh man, thank you very much. Yeah.
Are you a gamer?
No.
No. Well, I recommend you download Marvel Rivals because you're very Just saying. You want to play a little game? It's pretty easy.
I said I'm not a gamer. Yeah, let's do it.
All right, this game is called This or That. I'll ask you a series of questions, and you'll answer with this or that, and then we'll see what the audience would choose for themselves. So we're going to start with this first one. Would you rather, this or that, British period drama or epic fantasy? This or that?
Yes.
Epic fantasy. You guys, what would you guys choose?
Epic fantasy.
Epic fantasy.
I've done them.
Would you, this or that, live in Hawkins or Westeros?
Hawkins, they're both pretty perilous. Westeros.
Westeros?
Sure.
That's a brave choice, my friend.
Yeah, I back myself. I think I'll be fine.
What about you guys? Westeros or?
Hawkins. Alright, I'll come to Hawkins, yeah.
This or that, stage acting or on-screen performance?
Ooh, on-screen performance.
On-screen performance? You guys would choose on-screen performance? All right, this or that, be on a bar trivia team with Vecna or the Demigorgon?
Be on a what team, sorry?
A bar trivia team.
A pub trivia team with who?
Vecna or the Demigorgon?
Vecna.
You guys?
No bad blood. Yeah, it's in the past. What do you say, Zoe? Yeah, you can't have that.
It's true.
That's not fair. Let's bring
But then you'd win.
a gun to a knife fight. That's not allowed.
All right, this or that. Hero roles or villain roles?
Villain roles.
Man, it's villain roles it is. This or that. More likely to survive the Upside Down or a Game of Thrones battle?
Well, I didn't survive the upside down. So I guess, yeah, ouch. So yeah, the latter, I guess.
You guys? Game of Thrones battle or the Upside Down? All right, this or that. Behind the scenes magic or front and center on screen?
I'd like to do behind the scenes magic eventually. But
Yeah?
at the moment, yeah, I'm kind of doing the screen stuff, I guess. Yeah. Both.
Both. That's a great answer.
This and that. There you go. That's.
Let me ask you, do you get the bug to want to direct?
Yeah, definitely.
Definitely. What kind of projects would you be looking for?
Oh God, I've got some stuff to do first.
Oh,
Yeah, down the line, yeah, who knows?
okay, this or that. Fight in the Coliseum or face off against a supervillain?
Both quite tough, aren't they? Fight in the Colosseum, as me, yeah?
It's Joseph Quinn.
As me, like, there's a lion?
Yeah,
It's probably a lion.
Probably.
Or like a tiger, that's not gonna work. Supervillain as me?
It's you.
Again, what, like Thanos? Or like...
Thanos is much. He's a little much. Something like the Mole Man, maybe.
Mole Man, yeah. No, I said no, Mole Man. Yeah, I think it's good. I'm gonna fancy my chances over a lion with Mole Man thing. So yeah, can we make it Mole Man?
We'll make it Mole Man.
Shake hands on that.
All right, you guys, Mole Man or the Coliseum?
Well, you're brave.
Brave, very brave. All right, these were submitted by fans. We're going to start with Milo from Orlando. Eddie Munson becomes an instant fan favorite in Stranger Things. What was your reaction when you first read his storyline for season 4?
Well, I was a bit gutted that I was like not going to be there down the line. So what was I? I was very excited by the prospect of doing that Metallica sequence. I thought it was a lovely arc to the character. But again, I was a bit bummed out. So, but yeah, it was both. I thought this is going to be fantastic when we do it, but then what if I don't get to come back? What if?
You're getting them talking. Okay, this one's from Raphael G from Miami. It says, Eddie has such a unique look and energy. How much? Wait, do we have any Eddie cosplayers out here? Stand up, let me see you guys.
Hey, there you go, you've got amazing. I'm always blown away by the effort that everyone puts in to get dressed. It's like, you guys look amazing, like incredible. Yeah, good stuff. What's the question?
He has such a unique look and energy. How much of that was in the script and how much of that did you bring to the character yourself?
Oh God, I don't know how to answer that. Yeah, I guess look-wise, this is what I've got. Can't get around that. I think the hair, again, thank God. And then the costume itself was a kind of constant work and collaboration, and then the duffers just kind of looking through whatever. I was doing something and they were like, really? And I was like, yes. And then they just, yeah, it was a constant negotiation with the duffers.
Incredible. Let's see, we got Savannah from Jacksonville, Florida. She asks, what's been the funniest or most unexpected interaction that you've had with a Stranger Things fan?
The tattoos I still find incredible. Yeah, I love the fact that they're so creative, and I mean, people are walking around with that the whole time. And so the fact that people resonate with a character like Eddie, that they want to carry him around is meaningful.
That's amazing. It's amazing. You know, one thing I also love about MEGACON is that the amount of guests here are incredible. That green room is like walking into an award show. Do you still get starstruck when you come to these things?
So I grew up loving the Lord of the Rings films. I'm going to show off now. I've met Andy Serkis quite a few times. I cannot believe how nice he is to me when I see him. And like how kind he is. I mean, he's not like he's not nice to everyone, but just I should shake him, I'm talking to him about, oh yeah, okay, yeah, oh nice, yeah, no, gone, it's gone. And yeah, so I still get starstruck when I see him, definitely.
That's amazing, that is amazing. Is there a franchise that you would like to be a part of that you haven't been in yet? I mean, Lord of the Rings, you just kind of...
I mean, that would be amazing, yeah.
This one is from Leo from St. Petersburg, Florida. Leo says, you've done everything from historical dramas to fantasy and sci-fi. Is there a dream role or genre that you haven't tackled yet but would love to?
I'm just taking it day by day and seeing what happens. I don't have any specific role that I'm desperate to play or anything like that. I think it's very much kind of, there's so little control in this business, and I'm slowly starting to kind of have a little bit more autonomy and choice, which I owe entirely to you guys. Truly. You've given me the choice in a career, which is a luxury. And so yeah, I've got to see how it goes.
This one is from Isabel from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. She asks, if Eddie had survived, what do you think he'd get to in Stranger Things 5? Then we kind of answered that a little bit, but do you want to expand on it?
Chris, yeah. I think so. If Chrissy was still around, sorry.
Got two parts of that one.
That'd be weird.
Kai from Nashville asks, you've worked with some amazing cast. Who's the funniest person you've worked with on set?
Pedro's up there. Definitely. Gaten. Some of the Warfare boys are very funny. Who? Jamie. Jamie's very funny. Who? Eva. That's what I was thinking. Evan is very, very funny. Pedro is very funny. Vanessa is also hysterical, so I can't pick between my family. Kiri, it's obviously Kiri, but then there's Kiri's very funny. Lupita, she's a joker. There's lots of funny people in this thing. Saura, hilarious. Fred, are we going to play this? Or it's going to take forever. Denzel's hilarious. Paul makes me laugh a lot. All of them. There you go.
I love that. Going back to the Fantastic Four real quick, we obviously saw the teaser. We saw the promo art way back when for your guys' costumes. Talk to me about the first time you put Johnny's suit on and looking in the mirror. What was your first reaction?
I've got to do some sit-ups. I've been training a lot for it, all of that stuff, all that. And that was good fun. And so that was kind of quite, reassuring. And then seeing everyone else in their lycra was exciting, man. It was we were kind of doing the costume fittings and trying to get it, kind of finessing it. And it was, I was so excited. Yeah.
The Fantastic Four are Marvel's first family. Did you guys bond immediately as a family when you guys got together?
We did. Yeah, we did. We had a week of read-throughs and kind of script work. And I think it was a relief that everyone around the table was a funny, silly, talented person. So that's always helpful. Yeah.
The MCU is one of the biggest franchises in the world. Can you talk about what it meant to be a part of that ongoing franchise that's been around now for the last 10, 11, 12 years?
Well, I was very shocked. Yeah, I couldn't believe that I was being invited to that party. It's a fantastic party and one that brings so much joy to so many. I've been so fortunate to be a part of something like Stranger Things that people adore as well.
Yeah.
So it was just another gang to enjoy this kind of mad life that I seem to be living.
What surprised you the most about your time on working with Matt and the rest of the cast? What surprised you the most about the journey of being on the cast?
What surprised me the most? That is a good question. There was lots of surprises. What surprised me the most? Pedro's trailer. It's enormous. I'm joking. Same size as everyone else's. And that was a surprise.
We know that Johnny, at least historically in the comics, Johnny was always picking on Ben, pulling pranks on Ben. Were there any pranks on the set of the Fantastic Four? You can share?
I can share. We had fun.
All right, besides the Fantastic Four, what other Marvel projects are you looking forward to that fans are excited about? We know that Daredevil's coming up soon.
Well, that's really. I think Vincent D'Onofrio and Charlie Cox, Michael Gandolfini, who's in that as well, who did Warfare with. I think they're going to do something really special with that, definitely.
The one thing that's great about the Marvel Universe is that it gives us, as fans, the opportunity to see some of these characters team up on screen together. You as Joseph, who would you like to see Johnny team up with in the MCU?
Oh, well, I won the lottery with my guys, didn't I? I mean, Spider-Man would be great.
Who? Yeah, which Spider-Man?
I'll pick it one. I like all of them. Well, I think they're all brilliant. Tobey Maguire was my Spider-Man growing up. Andrew Garfield did an amazing job with his Spider-Man and his brilliant. What Tom Holland has done with his Peter Parker is Doctor Strange, Benedict's amazing. Yeah. We're going to do this game again. All of them. There you go. All of them. They're all hilarious.
Joseph, look, you have been amazing. I want to thank you so much for joining us here at MEGACON in Orlando. You are incredible. Thank you, Joseph.